Hi guys, I'm going to do a video about the brushes that Walmart released, I think this year. I don't think they're older than this year. They're by Paris Presents, which is also the same company that makes EcoTools, so I'm going to be calling them by Paris Presents brushes or Walmart brushes because they don't really have a name. They come in packaging like this where they have a blue background and, you know, they have a little pop-out label in the front, and most of them come with like this type of packaging where it's got like a little thing, so you have like a little a package or brush holder, if you will. Anyway, so the first brush I ever got from Walmart, from this line in particular, was this angled blush brush. Now, keep in mind, well, not keep in mind, but just so you know, I have owned other brushes from Walmart. When like 3 years ago, I think, maybe 2.5 years ago, I bought a blush brush from Walmart, and those brushes were crap. I don't know how else to explain it. It was disgusting. It wasn't disgusting. It was just not a good brush. It wasn't soft. It was awful. But because I didn't know any better, because I didn't really know much about cosmetics back then, I kind of stuck with it without really knowing what I was doing. And it wasn't bad for my skin or anything. It was just I could have done better. I could have gotten a better brush. And I guess maybe Walmart realized that people didn't want to buy crap anymore and came out with this, and it's a phenomenal brush. When I saw this in the display, I remember thinking that looks really awesome and I really want to try it. So I kind of debated with myself as to whether or not I wanted to waste the money on another Walmart brush, but I'm glad I bought it because I really liked it. Now, see how this says high definition? I don't know if you can see, but these brushes, I'm going to pull up this one too. These two brushes, because they have like the duo tone, whatever, that's how you know that they're the high definition brushes. They do have, in the same Paris Presents line, they do have brushes that don't have this duo tone, and they're a little bit cheaper. I don't know what the quality of those brushes in particular are like because I don't own any of them, but these high definition ones are impressive. I really do like them. I believe I got this blush brush for maybe $6 to $7, and the same thing with the powder brush. I can't quite remember how much, but they're really not expensive at all. I mean, they're nowhere near like the same prices as Sonia Kashuk, excuse me. So anyway, this is the newest brush I own. This is the powder brush, and it's kind of like got a paddle brush thing happening here, where it's kind of like, I don't know, flatter than it is, you know, all the way around wide. You know what I mean. So it's a great brush. I've been using it to contour and to apply blush, and also to apply powder. It depends on what I've been using for that week, and whether or not I've cleaned it. The other brush that I've gotten that I really do like is this bronzing brush. I believe this is made out of goat hair, but I don't remember because I didn't read the packaging. Well, I haven't read the packaging because I threw it away, so I haven't been able to see it recently, obviously. But I believe when I did buy it, it didn't say if it was made of goat hair or not. However, I have the EcoTools brush. Obviously, this one's made out of synthetic fiber, and they're pretty similar in the fact that they kind of have like this huge handle thing going on, so like kabukis on a stick kind of. This one is much softer. The EcoTools one is much softer. If I had to choose which one was my favorite, I would probably choose this one. I don't have anything against the EcoTools one, but because it is so soft, I kind of feel like sometimes I'm working a little bit harder to apply product, and with this one I don't feel that way. And honestly, I don't really use this one for bronzing. I use this one for powder, and for this one I can use this to contour, I can use this for blush, I can use this for powder. And I'm not saying that I can't do that with this, but I really like doing it with this one instead. I don't know, I just really love this brush. So check that one out too. And I'm sorry, I don't remember what the price was of that brush. So the next one I have up is this set of 5 brushes. They're eyeshadow brushes. If you've seen, if you're a subscriber of Emily Noel or Juicy Star 07 recently, I think Emily Noel may have done an EcoTools brush kit video within the last 2 months. So you should check that out and see that video. This is a dupe of that. Obviously it's by the same manufacturer, so the shapes and everything, the way they're shaped and tapered are very similar. The only thing I believe that's different is the handle. It's got the it doesn't have a bamboo handle like the EcoTools brushes do, and I believe the fibers may be different. I think that perhaps the EcoTools one may have been made out of synthetic fiber as well, and I don't know if this is real fiber or synthetic, but either way it's really soft. And I apologize if these look dirty because they are. I've used them. And anyway, so, and Juicy Star 07, I believe she used this kit in a recent tutorial, but I don't remember which one it was, so I apologize that I can't link any of the videos below because I honestly don't really feel like going through all of their videos to link it in the information box. But take my word for it, both of them have used it, and the EcoTools one anyway. So it comes in a kit like this. It has little slots you can put the brushes in, and then you just kind of fold this over and you're ready to go. Great for travel, right? Okay, so I'm just going to do like a really quick overview of these brushes. The first one is kind of like a flat shader brush. It's really small, or like a mini flat shader brush, I guess. It's really small. You can kind of like pack in color. You can get into the inner quarter pretty well. Now, I have pretty large eyelids, or big surface area of eyelid. For somebody who's Asian, that's kind of unusual, but for me, like, this little tiny brush is like, it's just too small to be able to pack on color all over the eyelid. So I don't know. I don't really find myself using it that much. I don't think it's that bad, but the only time I ever use this brush is if all my other brushes are dirty. So, I don't know. The next one is this angled eyeshadow brush. I don't really like this one either, and it's not because this particular brush in general, this particular brush is bad. In general, I just don't really like angled eyeshadow brushes. I don't really get what the big deal is. I like to pack on my color, and this doesn't really help me do that. So, if you're somebody who really likes angled eyeshadow brushes, then this might be a kit that you want to take an interest in, because it's really soft, and I'm sure it does really well for what it's supposed to do. I just haven't figured out what that is, and I don't really care to know. Anyway, that sounded really harsh. Ugh. And the next brush is kind of like this pencil / smudge brush. Well, I guess it's more of a smudge brush. I use this to smudge out my eyeliner if I think it looks too harsh, or if I just feel like I want something that looks a little bit more natural and not quite so blunt. This is a really great brush, and it's also really great for applying color. Like, let's say you want to do like a color pop thing under your eyeliner on the bottom line, and your bottom lash line. This is a really great brush to help you do that too. My next brush is this blending brush. I really love this brush. I use this one all the time. See how it's kind of tapered a little bit? It's round. It's not flat or anything. It's really great for getting into the crease and making sure you've blended out your colors and you've distributed the color well, and that they're evenly distributed compared to each other. The next one is this kind of like tapered huge shadow brush. Now, I can understand why some people would be like, oh my god, what is that? It's a monstrosity, it's huge, how could you possibly use that on your eye? But like I said, I have a large eyelid, and it's really great. It helps me. So normally what I do is I just, pat color on, and or dip it into my eyeshadow, excuse me, and then I just kind of like, you see how it's tapered? I put that tapered corner into like the inner part of my eye and just like pull back, or like pat back as I go, and it works really well for me. So I realize that for some people this would seem unusable, because if you have smaller eyelids, maybe you can't use this, in which case, like, I would hold the brush this way and tap that way, but I don't know, you may end up getting a lot of fallout from that. Emily Noel has said that this would be a really great brush to use to put powder to set your concealer, like under eye concealer, which I can see is a great thing because it is nice and fluffy, and I can see it being phenomenal for that because it can really get in there underneath your eye. So if you are somebody who applies concealer every day to your under eye area, you may want to invest in this kit and get this brush, because it is really good for getting in there. So these are the brushes that I own, and they're the new brushes from Walmart by Paris Presents, and I hope that this, I don't know, piqued your interest, or if nothing else, maybe there's something that you went to the store and you realized that you were interested in these brushes, but you weren't sure how they performed, because, and I keep in mind, these brushes aren't really on Makeup Alley. I think they might be unlisted, but they're not on Makeup Alley because they don't have a brand name, so it's kind of confusing to read some of the reviews. You don't know if you're reading about this brush or if you're reading about a different brush. So I just wanted to make this video because I kind of felt like nobody's really talking about them, because no, they don't have a name. They don't have anything, which is really inconvenient. For Walmart and for Paris Presents, if they want to make any money and create buzz about this product line, that it's really hard for them to do considering they haven't named them. So anyway, I just thought I'd shed some light on that and help some people out if they were interested in looking at it. But we're looking at these brushes. So I hope it was helpful, and thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Bye!